today? Hope everybody is doing good. I'm your Ajay. I'm happy to make this video once again for all of us. Today, in this video, let's learn about different vocabulary related to hand movements. Are you ready to learn? If yes, we can hit the start button. Let's look at the vocabulary. According to Dr. Mehrbin, in his studies, he found that 7% of the communication depends on verbal and 38% of the communication happens through vocal and 55% of the communication happens through visual and 93% of the communication is through non-verbal. I hope you understand what I meant by. Today we are learning about hand movements vocabulary. Hand movement means that's a non-verbal communication. So my dear friends, only 7% is based on the verbal communication and rest of the 93% is based on your non-verbal communication. If your non-verbal communication is excellent, then you are good at communication. So, without delay, let's look at the vocabulary. What is the first vocabulary here? We have a first vocabulary here, wave. What do you mean by wave? This is called waving. Why do you wave? We wave at someone to greet, to say hi, hello, or to say bye. Also, we wave at someone. Do you know the example sentence for the wave? Now, I'm going to give you the example sentence. When I enter inside the campus, many of my students, they waved their hand at me. Another example sentence is, when I was departing for Delhi, one of my friends waved his hand at the railway station. Let's look at the second one. Handshake. Do you give handshake? Yes. We give handshakes on regular basis, but in this pandemic situation, it's strictly prohibited not to give handshake to someone because corona is spreading even through handshakes. So that's why they ask us to avoid the direct contact from the person. But why do we give handshake? For example, your friend is going to write an exam. When he is going to write an exam, what do? You gave him a handshake. What does that handshake mean? It means you are wishing him all the best. So, we use handshake to convey best wishes to someone. The example sentence is, my friend gave me a handshake before I go for exam. My mother always gives me a handshake before I go for exam. Let's look at the third one. What is the third one? Third one here is thumbs up. Have you ever seen this sign from someone? Or have you ever received this thumbs up from someone? Thumbs up means wishing someone all the best. The example sentence is, it's good to give thumbs ups to someone before they take participation into anything. My friend gave me a huge thumbs up before I entered into the finals. Let's look at the fourth one. The fourth one here is thumbs down. What do you mean by thumbs down? This is not an appropriate sign, but a lot of people, they say thumbs down just to discourage someone. The example sentence is, losers always use thumbs down to discourage others. Hope you understood. Let's look at the fifth one, pat. This is called patting. Have you ever received a pat from someone? I received many times. Whenever we do good things, we receive a pat on our shoulders from the elders. A pat on our shoulders means a kind of encouragement or a kind of appreciation for the great work that we do. The example sentence is, my teacher patted on my shoulder for securing high grade. Another example sentence is, Pradhan Mantri Sri Narendra Modi patted on the shoulder of the brave soldiers for their sacrifice they rendered to our country. Let's look at the sixth one, stroke. We use stroke especially for the human beings. This is called stroking. We usually do with small kids. We do stroking with small kids. The example sentence is, mother strokes her child. Another example sentence is, father strokes his son to go to sleep. Then what about the pet? This pet we usually use for animals like dogs, some pet animals. So this is also a petting. I always love petting my dogs. I always like petting the dogs. These are the two examples for petting. Let's look at the tickling. Do you know what is the hand movements for tickling? This is called tickling. Have you ever received a tickling from someone? We usually receive tickling from our elders. A tickling is like where we poke someone to make them laugh. Tickling gives a kind of laugh to someone. The example sentence is, my friend tickled me to smile. Let's look at the eighth one, that is called slap. Have you ever received a slap from someone? Yes. When we were kids, when we did a mistake, we received a slap from our elders. The example sentence is, the boy made a notorious mistake and teacher gave him a slap. This is called slapping. Let's look at the ninth one, scratch. This is called scratching. For example, if you were to be using Google Pay or Phone Pay, once you send the money to someone, you will receive a card. The name of that card is scratch card. What do you mean by that? If you scratch it, there will be a moment of surprise for you, or you may receive a reward for the work that you have done. That's called scratching. What do you mean by grab? Grab means to get something. The example sentence is, my teacher asked me to grab a pencil to draw. Another example sentence is, he went to grab a pen to write the exam. Let's look at the 11th one, snap. Lot of people, they are good at taking snaps. What do you mean by snap? A snap means a click, which we use to take a photograph. The example sentence is, recently we attended our friend's marriage and we took a snap together to remember for ages. Another example sentence is, on farewell day, lot of snaps were taken by the students to remember for the ages. Let's look at the 12th one, that's called fiddle. What do you mean by fiddle? Fiddle means to spend time in doing unfruitful activity. To spend time in doing something that is not productive. Especially this happens in the classroom. For example, when a lecturer or when a teacher teaches something on the board, the students who are sitting in the last bench, they may fiddle with their fingers without listening to the lesson. What do you mean by that? They are whiling away their time without doing something that is productive. Right. So, apart from these 12 vocabulary, I would like to also give the bonus vocabulary. Look at the bonus vocabulary. Rope in. What do you mean by rope in? Rope in means to get involved in something. To get involved in something. Have you ever got involved into anything? At the time, you can use the word roping, or you can use a phrase called roping. The example sentence for this is, when both the friends were fighting, one of the friends roped in to solve the problem. Another example sentence is, when I was working, one of my friends came and roped in, and we succeeded that. Let's look at the second bonus vocabulary. That is a grinding halt. A grinding halt. What do you mean by a grinding halt? A grinding halt means having stopped completely. A grinding halt means having stopped completely. The example sentence is, due to coronavirus, the transport system from different states to another state has been a grinding halt. Another example sentence is, that was a grinding halt moment for him when he lost in the match. Thank you very much. Have a great day and keep learning. If you're watching my video for the first time, please subscribe and share with your near and dear ones. Your subscription is valuable. Thank you very much. Have a great day.